this guy who's been acting pretty crazy, just yelling at everybody. Stopping traffic, stealing cars, kind of swearing, so just like, I don't know, a little tense, I guess.
I think the guy's getting kicked out.
I think so too. What a exciting breakfast.
That's way too much ketchup. That's a good panino.
What? Panini.
Panino.
What's that?
It's the singular of panini. Paninis.
Are you sure? I've never heard
You're
that.
making me question now.
I mean, Anna was cut in half, so we're each having a panini.
No, we're each having a panino. They served us a panini.
Uh-huh.
I actually say this is a top tier panino. Or panini, I don't know how to say it, regardless of how you say it. It's actually very good. The cheese has that sharp cheese quality, you know? You can't get that everywhere. A lot of places you just get the texture of cheese without the taste of cheese. And the bread is perfectly soft, but it's a little crispy on the outside. I think they used a baguette for this. A lot of the times with paninis they'll use like a rye or a sourdough or something, but this is a baguette. And it has like an extra level of like soft fluffiness on the inside that most paninis don't have. The ham is also very good. They were generous with the ham. Oh, there's two different types of cheese in here. They're both white cheeses. I prefer white cheeses because I read somewhere that yellow cheeses are always dyed, and you don't need that in your food, you know? You don't need dye. Overall, I'm gonna give this panini like an 8 out of 10. It's honestly one of the better paninis that I've had. How are you today?
Conductors will ask us going to Luang Prabang. Then you have to pay 170. I will give you 340 for two. Okay. 170 to continue from Bang Beng to Luang Prabang.
Okay.
So for now, the ticket that I will give you is only Vientiane to Bang Beng. You ride the same train. So while it's traveling, they will be asking who's going to Luang Prabang to continue. Just give the amount 340 and then they will allow you to continue to Luang Prabang.
Okay. So as the taxi driver was dropping us off here at the train station, he broke the news to us that the ticket we bought for his company, there's a hiccup with it, I guess. And so the train is going to stop halfway between here and Luang Prabang. That's where we're going, by the way. It's going to stop, and it's unclear if we can continue on to Luang Prabang or not. He refunded us like half our ticket price and said maybe we can ask the conductor to stay on the train and give him the amount that was refunded. So we'll see. I don't know. Getting train tickets here in Laos is very complex because foreigners are not allowed to buy train tickets directly. You have to go through an intermediary. And on top of that, train ticket sales only open up 3 days before the date of travel. So it's just sort of a scramble altogether to get on these trains. But That being said, it should be a very nice train. It gets there in 2 hours as opposed to 8. That's how long the bus takes. We'll see.
This train station's like an airport. It's like nicer than some of the airports we've been to. I will say though, there's no toilet paper in the bathroom, in the women's bathroom. I'm not sure about the men's bathroom. And that's 2 for 2 for me today.
Just bad luck, huh?
I don't know if people, you're supposed to bring your own because there's no like roll holder or anything. There's a bidet, got one of the squirt bottle, no, like the gun one with, you know? You're not my favorite. It's not a long-term strategy I want to have. Maybe I'll get like a little tissue pack or something.
The Red Bull in Southeast Asia. I know Red Bull's originally from Thailand, but the Red Bull is not carbonated. It's like a sweet drink, but it also doesn't seem to like, you know, I usually don't like energy drinks, but every once in a while I have one of these.
I went with the classic Pepsi.
ไฟเตรียมไส้สำหรับผู้โดยสารที่จะขึ้นรถเนื่องจากการจอดรถอยู่สถานีมีเวลาที่สั้นถ้ายังบ่ฮอดสถานี
For some reason, the announcement came on and everyone in the train car stood up, grabbed their passport and money, and then they all went to a different car. And we have no idea why. Couldn't understand the English version. We're assuming that's when you buy your onward ticket. So Cheveyo just went. He drew the short straw, and he went. So, yeah, we'll see what that means.
女士们、先生们，万荣站就要到了。
Well, we're now at the station. We're supposed to get off at the halfway point. Cheveyo's been gone the entire ride. I have no idea where he is. Don't know if I'm supposed to like get off or we're staying on. No, and there's no service, so can't text him. I don't know what to do because we're like pulling in right now. It's only a 5 minutes.
要下先生们，万荣站就要到
Absolute chaos. Definitely in somebody's seat. It's been 30 minutes. Cheveyo's still gone. We get service every once in a while, and I got a text saying he's still in line trying to buy the ticket for the train we're currently on, or like the leg of the train that we're on, to Luang Prabang. Cheveyo's seat's been taken. Yeah, people were kind of rude. They were getting on, just yelling at each other to move, and there was a lot of shoving and a lot of pushing, and so much yelling. I don't know. I'm ready to get off. Do they have seat numbers?
No, we're seatless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I guess you just stay there for now.
Okay. When does it get in?
30 minutes. Yeah, sure, you want some? The train ride ended up being quite interesting, but look at where we've ended up. Look at these mountains. A city's worth of people are getting off of this train. Yeah, so we're waiting for like the tour groups to clear out first, and then we're gonna find we gotta locate a taxi or
Tuk-tuk or something.
something. I think we're pretty far outside of Luang Prabang.
Yeah.
So
I will say, it is a lot cooler out here than there was in the train, so I'm...
good 20 degrees cooler.
Yeah. Probably in our lap, eh?
Yeah.
On days like today, you can go one of two directions. I think when it seems like everything is working against you, everything's delayed, people are yelling, and things are just, it seems like there's just chaos everywhere you go. And you can make a decision in that moment to let the anxiety and the frustration and just everything build up and ruin your day. Or you can kind of just acknowledge that this is just how things work, and fighting against it is just going to make your day so much worse. And then when you show up in a place like Luang Prabang at golden hour, you can really soak it in and appreciate it if you just really just let the mentality that things are just going to happen at whatever time it's going to happen. You know, you'll get here and you're like, oh yeah, at least I made it, and we have 90 cent beer. So, you know, go with the flow, man.
Cheers to that, man. There's photogenic, you know, a lot of photogenic places. They're all over the place. And then there's Luang Prabang. This town is just like, it's so perfect. Like, it's almost eerie how, like, just perfectly thought out and aesthetic everything is. The way the light hits the streets. I mean, it's like they told the sun, they gave the sun special instructions. This place is crazy. It's crazy. We're on the Mekong here, just taking pictures. We've had the slowest morning ever, just walking around.
This
It's absolutely amazing.
This place also like makes you slow down, right?
Yeah, it does. I could retire in this town. Like, we've been here 12 hours or something. It's amazing, amazing. Stunning. Stunning.
I've noticed that some countries and cultures are just really able to capture a certain ambiance in their cities that others just can't. And Laos is definitely one of those places, especially in Luang Prabang. There's just this unspoken feeling when you're walking around, and it just feels like there's a lot of thought and intention went into every aspect of building the town.
Like the whole, it's more than the sum of its parts.
Yeah, and it just radiates this thing that you just can't capture in words, and it kind of, I don't know, it just sits really well. It resonates really well, and I'm definitely getting that here. the steam that wafts up from it is just filled with cracked, like fresh cracked pepper. And there's little pieces of dry garlic floating around and green onions. And this is chicken rice noodle soup. It's like a variation of pho. But the noodles are definitely thicker. Like udon noodles almost. Holy smoke. That broth is so good. The broth is like, it's full of the seasoning. This is really good. Even though it's kind of like warmer today, totally worth getting soup.
Tia never does this. She thinks it's uncouth or something. I think it's a compliment. This is the best part of soup. And laugh, but you're missing out.
Every once in a while, it's really good to get off the beaten track. Not one of those moments. Everyone has way more ambition to get the shot than we do. This is our career. I'm sorry, but I'm not climbing on the temple here or on your shoulders. But I assume it's a really good sunset. Yeah. There's this hill in Luang, Prabang that everyone waits for sunset to climb to the top of because it's one of the most beautiful sunsets over the Mekong. And I was so excited to go climb to the top of the hill with everybody and watch it. And I knew there was going to be a crowd. I knew that like it's a really popular thing to do, and I was fine with that. But when I got up there, I did not expect that there was that many people in such a small space. And I definitely got pretty claustrophobic and anxious with people kind of climbing over each other and pushing each other to see the sunset. And people got really creative. I will give people props. Like, this is our job to kind of capture these moments, and still these people went above and beyond to get the sunset shot. So we need to learn something.
There's a drone.
There was a drone, yeah. It's just, I didn't fully understand how crowded it was going to be, which I can't complain. Like, it was a beautiful sunset. And also, we did attract some attention, and we got some people taking pictures of us, which is kind of interesting, and definitely adds to the tension for me when people are starting to turn around and like pay attention to us. So I feel like I'm just a little bummed that I was too in my head to really, really embrace that moment and how beautiful that sunset was. It was so pretty. Like, the little glimpses I got, and I was just like building up all day to go see it. And I'm sorry for you because like you had to like calm me down and like.
I mean, I'm just tall enough where I feel like I got a better view.
You can see over everyone's head. I couldn't see anything, barely. I got a little glimpse of it. I could see the screen when you were recording. I was like, oh, it's pretty. As a consolation, we got some beer, we got some food, We're in a very lively night market, but there's just enough space where the tables are, you know, spread out really nicely, where everyone kind of has their own kind of breathing room, which is nice. And there's a lot of options. I don't know what you got, but I got this giant plate. I thought it was for one person. It's, yeah, you see it? You see it? But it looks like a big salad, but there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, that's really good. It's a pork spring roll that she cut with scissors, which is really nice and convenient. And it's a peanut, like a tangy peanut sauce. It's a little bit sweet. I think what I'm gonna do is make veggie burritos and kind of go for it. Yeah. You definitely have to help me eat this.
Tia is making fun of me because my dinner is actually quite small. It looks like a little kid's lunchbox, kind of. I don't know what it is about duck that always sounds kind of exotic to me, but it's not really. Duck is just like a more wild chicken. It's like a spicy, adventurous chicken. But whenever I see duck, I always think, oh, that's probably expensive, you know. It's probably very exotic. I don't know what that's gonna taste like. But every time I eat duck, you know what? I'm gonna shut up. I'm just gonna try the duck. It's delicious. It tastes like chicken.
Wow, all that
I don't know what I was expecting.
There's a lot of build up.
Baby steps is like a 4-year-old American child. My niece. Actually, thinking about it, I think the reason why I view duck the way I do is that I ordered duck at the most expensive restaurant that I've ever been to in my life. I think it was $50 for some duck and some rice. And it was at this really nice restaurant called Renee's. Anyways, what I'm getting to is that I didn't feel nearly refined or experienced enough to eat the duck back then. It felt out of my league, you know? But now, here I am. Way more refined. We'll see you guys tomorrow. You don't think I'm refined?
No, I do. It's just you stared at the wall for 20 minutes and
I was searching deep in my soul.
No, that was good. It's just when you started with on further reflection about the duck, that just wasn't what I expected.
I was thinking about the duck on the walk home.
You're gonna be like,
I was thinking about the duck on the walk home.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about Luang, Prabang or the vibe or anything. It's just the duck. Oh, it's so you.